Great evening, everybody. Stock Option Sniper here. I hope you are all doing amazing. Personally, I did not trade today. I was just watching the market. But I had QQQ here. We had a bounce on Qs. Right, just doing a quick recap, going right straight into it. Where's my daily? I wanted Q to bounce up here. I believe I put it on my other video where I wanted Q to come up here. It had that little bounce, right? Played around and start to shoot back up. Eventually, that did not happen. We broke structure to the downside. And hey, it is what it is. You know, that happens. Trades like that will happen most of the time. You will take trades, you will take losses, you will take break even, and sometimes you will take no trades, right? But that is totally okay. However, today that is not what I'm going to be talking about. I just wanted to share that quick recap of QQQ with you guys. But today I'm going to talk about price targets, right? What's happening with price targets? Some of us, we know when to enter, but we do not know when to get out. And when I say know when to enter, I literally put out so much content in this YouTube channel of just, let me get a blank sheet here, right? I've already gave you guys so much examples at this point where it's becoming very, it should be very, it's automatic at this point, right? So if in this scenario we wanted to go puts, we would have price to come back up here, and our entry would be right here, right? And we would confirm that in lower time frame via Wyckoff, right? So we know where to enter, but we do not know when to get out. However, your first partial should be around here, right? Targeting that protected low, because as you can understand, when we have certain order flow and we understand that our story, if we find out our story in a higher time frame, which I showed you guys in one of those videos called Structure Trick, if you have not watched it, or analyzing the market, I put it all there. Right, once you have that entry right here, now you're going to have price liquidating this low, potentially taking out 80% of your plays here, right? And then taking it lower and lower, or you can reverse back up. But that is your price target. These are how you catch these plays, where you have your entry and when you have your exit. This is very, very important. It's something that I talk about a strategy, but I believe today I'm gonna drill in that strategy on when to get out into a play and having your price target and partials, right? For example, here we have Moderna. That's a perfect example. We have Moderna, right? We have Moderna on a very, very bearish, in a very, very trend. Yes, however, it is looking to have a bullish run, right? It did its bullish run, but overall, the overall context in this market is super bearish. It is super bearish, right? Moderna is playing very, very bearish in this play run, in this market trend right here. You can see displacement breaking lows after lows, and right now we are looking to take things much more to the downside. Why? Because the overall context is bearish. So what happened here in my 4 hour? In my 4 hour, I had a displacement here. I broke it down for you guys, right? I had my structure. If you guys don't know how to find structure, I have a structure video. I have multiple videos on supply and demand zone, and I have multiple videos on Wyckoff. So just look for that in my channel. It's usually around the beginning, right? So I had my structure here. I had my SND zone here. And what happened? I confirmed this via lower time frame, potentially going under Wyckoff, where we have equal highs being liquidated, creating that upthrust after distribution. We have that second test, and then we have that run down, right? That distribution, that breakdown, then another distribution around this area, right? Also called the markdown, and then we have another rally down. You guys see that? Targeting the structure low. So we have our entry and we have the liquidation of this structure. Yes? Once more, it's this. I'm not going to change the color. Oh, you know what? I will. Forget it. We have the blue, right? In this example, we have the blue just like this one. Then we have our SND zone, which is the red. right? And then we have that run up, which we have here, and then we have that run down targeting our lows and potentially taking 80% of our plays here and then taking it lower and lower. However, I did understand that we are going to 163.04. That's why I don't have any crazy things on my chart here. All I literally have here is those, oh, where is that? Right? This is how I literally chart most of the time. My chart looks like this most of the time, where I just have box. Sometimes you guys see me with crazy stuff on my other stuff, but those are for my when I do mentorships, right? But I have Moderna plays like this. Usually my cleanest play are just like this, right? I have my structure, I have my SND, I have my confirm, and I have it run down to my partial, and then I go down to my next liquidation right here, which is this 162.60, right? You guys see how simple that was? And it's nothing new, really. I'm really talking about nothing new. I've been talking about this for previous months now, where the same exact strategy over and over. So I talk about the same thing over and over, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Like, why would I? Right? It's working very well for me. A lot of students are killing it. Brand new students are killing it. My personal mentees are killing it, so I'm killing it. So why would I change that, right? As long as it's working, I'm not changing anything. And this is what I'm going to run with the market. And you guys literally have the secret sauce. I think sometimes that I give things out for free, and not just this type of not just this type of content, but in just in general, when we get things for free, there's no value. We literally just, it's not important to us because there was no exchange of energy compared to other people that pays me thousands of dollars and I'm teaching them the same exact thing. They spend more energy saying that, hey, listen, I invested a lot of money, this has to work or this has to work, right? So as you guys can see, just invest in the information, just take the time and energy to watch it. Treat this as if you were paying a lot of money. Like most of my success in this trading game has came with, yes, mentorship, but most of the time it was me taking these free stuff seriously. Like, what is this person really trying to say? Like, how does this system work? Is it simple? Is it something that I can use? Is it something that I can do well when I focus on it? Is it very simple that I can duplicate it to my team or to my students, right? But I treat it in ways where I pay them thousands and thousands of dollars, even though it's free. But in my mind, I treat it in such where I pay a lot of money for that information. And sometimes when we don't do that, we literally just shrug off the information, be like, it is what it is. It's one of those things. I just go back to my, I just go back to my Discord where they offer free signal, and I don't have to do anything. And they do all the work for me, right? And then those people that usually does that, they'll be like, how come I always lose? How come I makes a lot of money today and give it all back tomorrow, right? And you already know why that's happening, and that's because they don't have a solid strategy that they're working towards. But yeah, you guys, so let's look for more example here. Moderna was a great example here. I believe I also have a Nvidia play that I talked about, one of my best trades of the year, right? It was right here. I had a run up on Nvidia. So we had Nvidia on the upside right here via catalyst, right? We waited for price to come down. We had some price action coming down here, and I scalped some puts within these candlesticks, inside these candlesticks, right? So what happened was when I had price touch here, I was not surprised. I was not saying, hey, it's freaking bearish, right? I expected to bounce. Why? Because I had the structure. I had the SND on the downside, and then I would take it to the run up all the way to my structure protective high, which is this 172.58, creating this entire structure, right? You guys can believe me or not. I did not just drew this. My students personally have this, so it's totally fine. I was doing this with one of my mentorship. But yeah, you guys, this is it right here. And right now we are looking to displace. So what happened here is most likely for NVIDIA. Let me take this out. I'm gonna keep this here because I love having to talk about this. This is one of my best trade of the year, right? So we have a displacement here. Let's see on the daily for NVIDIA, right? This is beautiful. Right now we're looking to liquidate the lows for NVIDIA, right? We're looking to come down here. We liquidated this low right here. I had this line, and what happened? 149 ran right through that like butter. Now we filled in this efficiency right here. So right now we're 140. We're looking to go to 137.20, right? And then just to keep liquidating lows over and over, right? Just right here, right? Until we go to 108. So it's really, really amazing that we did that. And then in my higher time frame, as you can see, I had this. You see how beautiful this was? In my 4 hour, I had this trade, but in my higher time frame, I am overall understanding that it is bearish, right? So overall, I am not surprised if this gets taken out by my 109, right? But if the price goes to 109.08, I won't be like, wow, this was just at 180. What is this? 188. And now it's at 109. I'm not surprised. And this is the sometimes I know I'm talking about price action here, but I know you guys understand. I'm assuming, which I shouldn't be assuming, but I am assuming that you guys already understand these exit strategy. I've been talking about this. And if you are new, just go back to my channel, right? Where we have literally exits after exits, and we're understanding where to take it. If you've been on my channel, you would literally be like, wow, I knew this already, I know this already. Some of you guys hate it so much, but some of you guys, this is literally your favorite music, because it's like, I need a reminder constantly. I need a reminder. I still FOMO into trade. I still do things that I wasn't supposed to be doing, right? And understand, it's normal. It happens to me too, but it's not like it's before, like, oh, FOMO every day, trade every day. Like, right now, I know exactly what I'm looking for, what to trade and when to trade it, right? So yes, I have a great trade here from the video run up from this 172. Beautiful trade, right? However, I did have a bigger schematic on my bigger time frame on my weekly. This was on my weekly right here. I was understanding that this 193 to 109 was the entire structure. This entire thing was a structure. The moment this red candle closed below this structure, it was over for me. We created a new structure from this high to this low. So what does that mean? All I had to do was wait for price to come back up there, reject, and take puts all day. All day. Where are we going? Liquidating the 109.80. So in case I do play on my higher time frame, my lower time frame, excuse me, I will not be shocked where I'm holding place from 149 to 137 to 128 to 109. I will not be shocked. And I will have multiple run up like this, but I will understand overall that I am targeting this 109. And I can always go back to my daily and break down trades saying that, hey, what happened into my for my 4 hours, right? Okay, we're bearish here. Now I want calls coming all the way up here and reject once again coming down, right? Unless I don't break this 137 and it can play around this zone, meaning that we are in a choppy market, right? It's a chop. You have to understand that. And see, trading market like this, well, this is news right here, but trading market like this, going up like this, is the easy part, right? And then some of you like, wow, is the easy part for real? Yes, it's the easy part. Why? Because I'm just following my system. I'm following my 3 box system. That's why I say this is the easy part. However, knowing when not to trade and knowing when the market is at chop, that is when it becomes difficult, because anybody can make money here. They can put $200 on a same day expiration and have this entire run up, or they can invest $500 in one contract and leave this running for literally, what is this, 3 days, 3 day run up, right? 4 day run up if you held within this structural break, right? A 4 day, this would have made you a ton of bank from 156. Like, let's say you even caught it at 160, right here, 159 all the way to 188. That's a beautiful trade. Your 500 would have been multi thousands of dollars, right, over that 4 days period. However, when you have days that are choppy like this, that are a chop, that's when it's difficult to trade. You will only know that when you're trading in ranges, and you will know you're trading in ranges when you have your structure down packed like this, when your structure is set, right? You know you're in a range because you're overall, you know where your structure is, right? Like if you're trading here, for example, this is your impulse, right? Whatever you want to call it, structure, impulse, whatever it is. When you're trading in a thing like this and it does not break the upside or the downside, you know you're in between 165 and 149, right? In this scenario, it wasn't that case. It was from 154 to 149. It was playing in chops, right? The moment we break 149, you could have taken puts, breaking all the way down. Why is it going crazy like this? Because it's a breakage structure. It's breaking structure, right? But this is it right here, guys. I'm not confused why it's falling like crazy when I was just bullish a couple weeks ago. Why? Because in my higher time frame, I know what I'm looking for. It's bearish, right? And I'm intertwining the weekly to my lower time frame. I'm not saying that, hey, yes, my higher time frame is bearish, but I'm gonna go look for calls because for the past 4 days of that previous week, right, I've been super bullish, so therefore we're bullish. No, I know what I'm looking for. I know my schematic. Isn't it amazing how I have a bigger, I'm gonna draw here. I have a bigger schematic here, right? I have my weekly here, right? I'm not changing the colors, it's fine. You guys understand what I mean, right? I have my colors here. And then on my lower time frame, I'm playing within that 3-box method. I have my own 3-box within that, right? And as you guys can see, what I've just showed you guys is my 4-hour, right? So I'm playing here. I can take it short right there, right? From there to there, short, I'll just move it right here. And then I can even take calls from here, right? And that's right there is a little bit of more of an experience trading, but we did this with NVIDIA right here. We had to run up to our 4-hour here, right? We had to run up from 149 to this 176, right? Is that, I want to make sure. Yeah, from 155 to like 172. It was a beautiful trade, right? And now we have run down, coming down right there, right? So I'm making money while I'm waiting for my price action to come up. And that's a little bit of a scalpy experience nature, right? When you have a 3-box within a 3-box, sometimes you can even go crazier where you can literally play in the 30 seconds, which I do not do, right? The lowest time frame I will ever play in is 1 minute because that's all they have here. But I love my system. My system is already making me super profitable and other people super profitable, and it's super duplicatable as well. So I'm not changing anything. I'm just gonna keep on refining and refining. The only thing I will get better at is actually finding more plays. Like, I will get better by doing it every day, and eventually I'll start to learn and learn and learn. Like this 3-box method, I really love. Some of you guys really love, and some of you guys really hate it, right? Like I can't do anything, but the only thing that really matters is what I know. What is working for me is what I'm sharing, right? So you guys know you can find this price target, the exit, the perfect exit right here, perfect entry up here. But this is all about exit, so you won't be afraid if you're holding play. However, if you have plays that are coming to this place on the upside like this, right? You have plays coming to displays on the upside. It plays around here, and then it displays up here, and then come back up here, come back up here. You're still not gonna be. You're not gonna still. You're gonna. This structure is no longer valid because you have now a structural shift that is happening here. So maybe you can look within this side right here. Now you can take, you can take it to the upside, having this target right here, because we know liquidity, where there is a protective high and a protective low, there will always be liquidity. In a smart money, we trade via liquidity and mitigation, right? That's all we're looking for when we're trading SMC, smart money concepts, right? We are trading via liquidity. Where is the most liquidity aligned in the market, and what areas needs to be mitigated? That is what smart money trading is. That's what we look at. We don't look at your candlestick. We don't look at this indicator. No, we know exactly what we're looking for, and we use that. We use this 3-box method as a map on where to find those liquidity, where the order flows that needs to be mitigated, right? Guys, I know it was a very quick video. I hope you enjoy that quick video. I don't want to make this a whole hour video. If you want a whole hour video and a huge detailed video where we can go 2-3 hours in depth on this exact strategy and break down my strategy, I have that for my mentorship. I will do that for my student. However, these content, just stick with this free content that I am giving you. You don't need my mentorship. Just stick with these concepts, right? Stick with this concept. Do your own due diligence as always, right? This is not financial advice. You guys have my disclaimer, says it there. So guys, please do your own due diligence. I love in each and every one of you. If you stood this long, please like and subscribe. If there's something that I can work on, please comment that. If you love it, please comment as well. Once again, you guys, peace, and I love each and every one of you. I'm out.